Hey, you guys, happy Wednesday. Yes, I still have on a Christmas shirt. Yes, I do. So basically, what I'm going to talk about just for a few minutes, I'm not going to be on here long, but you guys are more than welcome to go back and read whatever I'm going over. I'm coming out of Psalms 37, verse 3 and verse 4. It reads, "Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and feed him faithfulness. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart." I'm going to go ahead and read verse 5. "Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." Y'all, that's just plain as day. Plain as day. God will give you your desires of your heart. But your life has to line up with the will of God. You cannot be out here living one way and expect for God to bless you. No, ma'am, no, sir. It does not work like that. Your life has to follow the will of God. Bottom line. And I think I've said this on one of my videos before, how I personally used to try to do things outside of the will of God. Never worked in my favor. Every time I go outside the will of God, when I tell y'all, stuff just go to falling apart. Finances, everything just go to falling. Because my life wasn't lining up with the will of God. So how can you want God to do things for you, but your life ain't right? You cannot be out here doing one thing and then you coming home trying to live another way. Don't work like that. You either going to be in or you going to be out. Basically. And God even showed me like some key points. You know, you just have to, delight means you find joy and satisfaction in God above all else. Your relationship with him and aligning your desires with his will. Y'all, is no other way. I'm always use myself for an example on how I used to do things. It just did not work in my favor. Now, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, then God gonna bless me. And I constantly talk about me being in the ministry. This is something that I did not choose to do. This is something that I did not want to do. This is something that I was called to do. So there is a difference. The Bible speaks, many are called, but only a few are chosen. So I fall in the line with the chosen. God chose me. I'm telling y'all, I did not choose to do this at all. If I had it my way, I probably will be doing what Maria wants to do. But God had told me a long time ago, at the age of 13 years old, that I had a calling on my life. I would be doing ministry work. I'm going to tell y'all, when I went on, and pastors had prophesied to me, you guys, I still try to do things that I wanted to do. Still try to do stuff I wanted to do. Nothing worked. When I tell y'all, my finances would just messed up just because I'm not doing right, because I'm not in his word like I supposed to. So when I accept my calling, things started to fall in order with my life, with God. And then another way how you delight yourself in the Lord. You have to do prayer and meditation. You have to spend time with God and reflect on his word. You have to worship, express your love and your gratitude, with God. So these are things that you just have to do. Because I promise you, if you choose to do things outside of the will of God, nothing is going to work on your behalf. Nothing. And you guys, I'm just speaking the truth. Just go read the word for yourself and you'll understand it better. With me, my situation, if I don't understand things, God just give me stuff to just get on here and just talk about. Basically, that's the only reason why I pretty much come on, just really doing what I'm supposed to be doing my calling. I have to study more. I have to ask God to help me to understand the word. I have to study more. I have to give him more time. Things that I used to do, I can no longer do. And then another thing I have learned, being on this journey, you have to surround yourself with positive people. Positive people. And you may lose some friends and some people along the way. I've been one of these people. I've never had a whole bunch of friends. I've always had people that I associate with, which I'm glad that my life is that way, because I don't have a whole lot of confusion and conflict in my life or in my household, basically. And that's the same thing that goes for my husband. I'm just like that. I just don't hang out with a bunch of people, because I've learned everybody that's in your life is not going to be for you. And the places that God is taking you, it's just not meant for everyone. Cannot go with you on the level that God is taking you. Everybody just can't go. I'm sorry. People just cannot go. That's just the way that it is. And also you have to reflect love and actively serving others in your community, which is things that I'm doing now. And you just have to seek God for yourself. And just pray that he give you the understanding that you need. It was one other thing that I was going to go over, you guys. And then I'm done. Hold on. Then I'm done. And also I read this, Psalms 37:23. The steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord. That's another one. You guys go read Psalms 37. Read the whole entire chapter. And it basically just telling you just what it is. That God is just aware of a person's life, their path, ensuring that the choices align with his will. And you just have to strive every day to be the person that God has called you to be. You just have to, pray. Like I said, I have to pray more. I have to spend more time with God. I have to fast. It's just so much stuff that I have to do, And like I said, he's still working on me. I'm still getting adjusted to my calling. As a matter of fact, on March the 7th, I will be ordained in Monroe, Louisiana. I'm looking forward to that. So, like I say, I'm going to have boots on the ground, and y'all, whatever God have me to do, I'm going to do it. Whether people get on here and watch my videos or not, I'm on here to help someone. Whoever that someone is, I hope you're listening and just do whatever God has called you to do. Simple as that. Don't worry about what people say, because people going to say what they want to say about you. But the main person that you need to be focusing on and trying to make happy is God. Because y'all, if you look around in this world today, the world is going to come to an end. It's nice to have nice cars, vehicles, and homes. But when you leave this earth, you can take none of that with you. None of it. It's not going to matter. If Jesus was to come back right now, you need to ask yourself, is you saved? Will you be able to go? If you need to work on things, pray and work on things. We all have things that we need to work on. But like I said, the key thing is making sure that you know God for yourself. I go to church every Sunday. One thing about me, I'm going to come home and I'm going to read this word for myself. If I don't understand anything, I'm going to ask God to give me the understanding to his word. But that's all I want to hop on here and say, you guys. I hope y'all guys have a happy, blessed Wednesday. Thanks for watching.